Okay, so it's Saturday night cooking, and I'm gonna make a meal. I'm gonna have probably, I should be able to freeze two and eat one. I'll see how big it is. So it's gonna be a chicken roll pot pie. That's what we'll call it. So you take your chicken. I'm going to use this and then I'll just clean it off after with hot water. Well, so you're gonna take your chicken and dice it. Dice it. Chicken. Yeah, I went to Walmart. I walked up to this thing and then the bus stop, got the bus and got cab home. So a little bit of olive oil. And you're going to use one of these tins. Sort of like a pot pie, but it's a simple pot pie. Could call it that. I don't know. Anyway, so the chicken, I'm going to cut chicken breast like that. The chicken breast. So put that in there. Have them all the same, so they'll cook the same, right? So put that in there. Same size. Don't have to be fussy. This is quick and easy. I'm hungry. I'll be eating in a half hour. Roughly a half hour. A half hour meal. Prepare. I don't know. Gotta cook it for a little bit, so, but it don't take long, let's put it that way. And I should be able to freeze two and eat one. And then tomorrow night, I'm gonna cook something, freeze two, or maybe even three, because it might be big enough. I'll freeze three and eat one. Then I got my 5-day supper meal for work, right? So we're cutting up the chicken breast. Squares, triangles, I don't care. And then we'll wash the board off. And wash the hands. There's something else I gotta do. So, cut the chicken, and I only got one big breast. It was a big one. I chose. I had a pack of 3, and I froze 2, but I kept the big one for this meal. The other 2 was a little bit smaller, but anyhow. Okay, so we got the chicken, and that's pretty much a lot of chicken there, right? So I'm gonna put this in the garbage, and put hot water. I wash it down. I'm going to go get my coffee. I'm going to have to talk with it, but I made a coffee when I came home and had something to munch on because I was so hungry. I went and got a Vassar flaky. The ones I like is the caramel, and you gotta buy a whole box. You can't get it. So that's Vassar flaky caramel. So I had one of them with coffee with it. Just because I was hungry, I didn't have a real big breakfast, right? So I'm just washing the cutting board off with hot water and soap. Okay. Wipe it down. Now what we gotta do is take a saucepan. We got margarine, butter, whatever. I can't believe it's not butter. It's margarine, but that's the saying. And we're going to take, I don't know, about 3 tablespoons to, don't have to measure it. You'll see why in a minute. So I don't need that anymore. I'm going to get rid of it. Out of sight, out of mind. And I'm going to put the burner on. Oh, I don't know, 3. I'm just melting it. See, I don't have microwave, eh? Usually I would microwave that. But anyway, no big deal. Oh, I want to put the pan on. I'm going to put that pan on. I need some type of pan. I don't want I'm all over the place here. Instead of moving you guys, I just went around. Okay. So get the pan on. It's hot. Quieter than that one for sure. Okay, so I'm going to put the chicken on now. Put it on about 6, and I don't need that. I will need, this is good. So, cook the chicken a little bit. Now, I'm going to use onion powder, garlic powder, the rest of the chicken broth, and there's the rolls, and I got poultry spice, which has probably, I'm thinking, sage, rosemary, can't really, thyme, probably got savory, can't really see it because, but anyway, it's a poultry spice. That's all my spices, I'd fill it up, but I didn't have one. I don't use it, I only use it like if I'm going to make a dressing for the turkey. So, and then I'll put it back in the bag and use them after. And I'm going to open the can while that chicken is starting to cook. I don't want to put the spices in right away, right? I don't want to put the spices. I'll wait, let it cook a little bit. I got it on. Make it faster. I'm hungry. Oh, I got the oven on 350. That's cream of chicken. Cream of chicken. And I'm getting real ready too. I'm talking the thing. I got non-brand welfare mixed vegetables, right? Come on, chicken cook. And I don't want the butter to burn. It's just melting in there. So I can shut it off now. It'll melt. That butter will melt now. I just shut it off. Okay, so chicken's cooking. Come on. Come on, baby. Then we get our spices, and I'm going to put salt. I'm going to put pepper. I'm going to put that. I'm going to put my poultry seasoning, it's called. You could put sage, savory, whatever. Whatever type, it don't matter. I didn't bother getting sage and savory separate. I just got the poultry spice and I got everything in it, right? It was cheaper. I think they're only like $1 or $1. I got a bunch of them there. And then at Walmart, sometimes you can get what, 4 or 5 for $6 or something like that. I don't know. So I'm cooking the chicken. Now I would have just melted the margarine in the microwave, right? But I don't have one, so no big deal. Okay, let's just do it. No big deal. I'll get one. Just put that in there for now. Come on, put this up. So, it's been what? Almost 10 minutes. So I'd say a good hour. Half hour to prepare it. About 25. How long does it take for these things to cook? 375. Wait now. I can just put it in front. Where's the 14, 15 minutes. So at 475. So I say about 20, 25 minutes at 350. Right? That's what I'm going to say. Well, you can tell when you look at it when it's in the oven, right? You're going to be able to tell. Okay, so this chicken is like halfway cooked. Once it gets started, then I'll put my garlic, as much as you like. I don't measure nothing. Onion, I don't measure nothing. Pepper, salt. Now we want a shitload of the poultry seasoning. So I'll pinch about at least that much. At least. That was quite a bit, right? So there's my spices. Set them up in the corner. Way up high. There. And I got my candle. Okay. So it really smells good. I gotta get a bigger frying pan. Use this one just for my eggs. Didn't like Lane going break up. They only put, it's a cheap frying pan, they only put a thin layer of spray, and then they usually, I buy cheap one, usually lasts me for 6-7 months, and then I end up, sometimes what I do with it, once I take the handle off of it, when I do shepherd pie, I'll use that and put it in the oven. I'll use that as a pan, like recycle. Use it again, right? So I got all the spices in there. See how good it looks? All the spices. All the spices. These are already cooked, so all you gotta do is just take this and use it as a twist pie. They're frozen, so it's going to, I want to put this in because you're going to have water from it. I usually take the green lima beans out, but I'm not going to today. I'm so hungry I'll eat the big fat lima beans. I'm not a lima bean, but they look like they're small. Just the big fat ones I don't like. Cook up the chicken. Now, I'll take probably a quarter of that bag. See? Half would have been here, right? So I took a quarter of it. That's gonna make water, so I'll wait until it unthaws before I put the liquid in that in. So I'll take this. Ooh, that don't matter. It's close. Put that in the now for sure, because see how much water we got in there now? I don't want it really runny or anything, right? How much is it? 14 minutes? Okay, so I'm going to take my, that's enough. I don't want to cream of chicken. Get rid of that. Cream of chicken. If you like chicken pot pie, you'll like this. In the thumbnail, you're going to see it, and then well, when I take it out of the oven, you'll see it, and then what I'll do is the thumbnail, I'll dish out a piece of it and put it on a plate, right? I'll probably have it, but I don't need bread with it, and we got our vegetable, So, and that's on between 6 and 7. So I'll take a little bit of this. Not very much. Not very much. I don't want too runny. So while that's simmering, what you do, put onion in it, but I just put the onion powder. It's so easy. This is so fast and simple. I've made it. I'm going to put it down to 4. Just let it simmer a little bit. Now I've got to play with these. Now I've got to play with them. Heat the pot. I think everybody heats the pot, right? So still got this. Still got that grease. That's simmering. The chicken with the... That is simmering, see? Let that simmer. And all blend in together. I want to taste it with my finger just to see. Perfect. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good. That spice is a good spice. It's mixed with everything. See, I don't like using rosemary and thyme. Those are the two that I don't. But if it's mixed in with sage or savory or something, so let that blend all together. Now, let's see if we can scare ourselves. Oh, this is how I usually do it. I don't play around with the peel or nothing. I just go. Now you know it's going to pop and we're going to jump. We're going to jump. Come on. Come on. What is wrong with you? There we go. It didn't do it that bad. Now I'm just going to make sure we get the fibers and stuff out of it for me there. See? Okay. Now, let's get rid of that. I don't want paper in my... If Fonda was here, she would get that fight. You know that. Okay, we're in. Ooh. You want to keep the squares. You want to keep the squares. Might have too many. If I do, I'll put it on a platter and have it work on a thing. And cook and have it tomorrow morning for breakfast. Rolls. The rolls, right? Rolls for breakfast. This would have been good to flatten down, but it's not really a pie. But you can get these in a pie. Instead of getting a pie shell the other day, last week, I should have got this in a pie crust maybe, but I'm thinking it would be too doughy. I want it like a pie, that's why I did it, right? So, this is nice and creamy. This is so good. I don't know if you guys can see it. See, if I didn't have a handle on it, if I had another one, then I could have taken them and put it in the oven, see? I could have cooked it and then put them on top. Put it right on top, directly right into the oven. But anyway, no big deal. So, I am going to, I don't want to put too many because I don't know how, I usually make 2 of them, but I didn't make 2 today. I'm only making 1. I do got 2 of them. I could take, but I don't know. I'll probably just do 1. I would have had to put 2 cans of soup in and probably 1 1/2, at least 1 1/2 of the chicken. We'll see how much. Okay, so this is good because it's going to cook for another 15-20 minutes in the oven, or 25 minutes at 350, right? See the sides, how it's starting to, when it gets thick like that, that's when you know it's done and it's ready. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off. Move these babies over there. I want this level. We'll just see what it's gonna look, how much. I think that's good. I think that's how much we want. Chicken over there. Okay. Okay, now, even this out. Now what we do, we cut these into 4. They're circles. They're circles and we're cutting them into 4. And we're going to dump them in that margarine. So we're cutting the circles into 4. Cut them into 4. Cut them into 4. See how many I need. Okay, so they're cut into 4. Where's that spoon? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to make sure they're all coated good. And just put it right on top of the pot. 2, 3. This noise is probably annoying. 4. Because they're going to swell out, so you got to leave a little space in between, just a little bit. They're going to pop out, right? When I take them out of the oven, you'll see it. I'll show you before I put it in the oven. Okay. I'm going to be able to cook some, too. Okay, so there's one. And let's see. I should be able to put that one right there. Could do one more. Okay, so I'm going to take, sorry for the noise. Take my cake pan. Oh, I'm going to do a little one. I picked up 2 of these because it was cheaper. Okay, don't forget to dip it in the butter. Gotta dip them in the margarine. Okay. Dip them in the margarine, put one there, one there, one there. I don't know, move that over and put one there. So, keep the margarine for a second, move it to the side. So what I did, well, I won't be able to lift it up, will I? Let's see. I just put it on top. Can you guys see it? Just a sec. 23 minutes, see? Just a sec, I don't know how to do this. I'm terrible. Where in the world am I going? So like that. Okay. So right now, I'm going to put it in the oven. And what time is it? So it's 10 after 5. So 5:30, I'll bring it out of the oven. And I'll film it. And I might put, just in case, that there. And then I'm just going to take, and I'll put them in some, on that after they're cooked. I got 6 left. I'll just brush them with the butter. And then do it after. I'll do the pie. So the pie got to go in there for a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So I'll put it in the oven, like that, until I'll be back at 5:30, and then I'll show you. I'll take them out of the oven at 5:30, and then I'll do my thumbnail, and I'll eat. So see ya. I'm gonna go have a cigarette, because there's nothing I can do until they're cooked. So anyhow, let's rinse them out. Because the sides of that frying pan you don't get it in hot water and soak. It'd be so hard. And I washed this off because I'll need it. I'll need that when I don't need this anymore. And the margarine, I'm just going to use it after and put it on top when I'm ready to cook them. I gotta bring the pan out. I'll put them over here. Have them ready to put on the thing and then put them back in the oven and have some things for morning. Okay, so see ya at 5:30. 25 minutes right now, so it's a pretty fast supper. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. It's 5:30. So while that was cooking, I just put the rest. I put the butter, brushed it at the bottom, and then put it on top of the 6 remaining. I could have made 2 pies, eh? If I would have put a little bit more chicken and another can of the cream of chicken and half a bag of vegetable, you could make 2 of them, 2 pies, but I just made 1. So anyway, so I'm going to take that out and then put them in for 15, 20 minutes, whatever. Anyway, so let's take it out. You guys always, then I'll move it forward after. It's just right now. I got that, oh, it smells, I might call it upside down. Upside down chicken pot pie, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to put these in here. The oven's hot. Let them cook. 5, 10, 15. Okay. So that's now what I want to do is take this off the tray. The tray, I'll put it over here. And then I'll got my pot ready. I'll take this over. You guys can see it, and then I'll do a thumbnail, and then how do I do it? See? And then when you take it out, I'll show you. I just wanted to show you the pie before I mangle it. Okay. So what you do is you take this and it's so nice and thick. If I let it cool down, but I can't, it will get thicker, of course. But I should be able to do 2 for my lunch. Just put it in a smaller container, right? And you could have put cornstarch too if you wanted thicker, but this is going to be my supper. Got 4 of them. This is good for supper. Then I'll have another. I'll let that cool down and then add a second more. These on top make them look better. Dunk. Dunk. That's a thumbnail. See? So I'm going to do a thumbnail and then upload it. So see you guys tomorrow, or tomorrow morning for breakfast. Cigarette time.